Information this afternoon in a case we first brought you early this morning. We now know the name of the man found dead on a dirt road in Gwinnett County late last night.
Atlanta News First reporter Rebecca Schramm tells us police have now identified that man as 35-year-old Steven Thomaston.
Gwinnett County Police don't have a lot right now, but they confirm they're investigating this case as a homicide. Police first got the call at about 10 o'clock last night that someone had been shot just west of Dacula. When the first officer arrived on Stanley Road, which is a dirt road off Winder Highway, he found a man dead. Police have now identified the man as Steven Thomaston of Lawrenceville. He was 35 years old. What makes things difficult for detectives is they have little to go on right now. There are no homes or businesses on that stretch of Stanley Road, but knowing who the victim is a big help for investigators as they will now work backwards, uncovering the last hours and days of the man's life.
What contacts the victim may have had earlier in the day or in the prior days leading up to that, where the victim may have went, trying to see if anybody he may have had contact with would have had some reason to interact with him in this manner.
If you have any information that might help detectives figure out who shot and killed the man and why, you're asked to call Gwinnett County Police or Crime Stoppers. In Lawrenceville, Rebecca Schramm, Atlanta News First.